Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nishchita, and first up, despite several measures being taken towards securing women in the state, the cases of sexual harassment are far from over. In another incident, president of the Gram Panchayat in Suttur village of Nanjangod has cried sexual harassment. She has gone on to accuse one Siddharaju of molesting her as she was on her way to the restroom.
7:45 ನಾನು ಟಾಯ್ಲೆಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ರು ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಇದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಮುಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವನು ನಾನು ಕೂತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇವ್ನು ಅವನಂಟ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮೊದಲೇ ಡೌಟ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೋ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳೋದ್ನ. ಯಾಕಡೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚಪ್ಪಲು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಡ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋನ್ಕ ಬಂದು ಬರೋಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಮಿಸ್ಸಸ್ ಅದೇ ಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದರು. ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಾನಾಗಂದು ಹಾಕೋ ಅವನ್ಗೆ ಚಪ್ಪಲಿ, ಅವನ ಹೆಸರು ನಂಗೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬರ್ನಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಕೋ ಅವನ್ಗೆ ಚಪ್ಪಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟು. ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತವನ ಆಕೆ ಅವನ್ಗೆ ಚಪ್ಪಲಿಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ದಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಳು ಎದ್ರಕೊಂಡು ನಾನೇ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲೊಂದಿಬ್ರು ಬಂದು ಯಾರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಂಗೆ ಅವ್ನ ಹೆಸ್ರು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ದೇವೈತು, ಬಾಯಿನೇ ಬರ್ದೇವೈತು. ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕೋಡ್ ಬರೋ ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರೋ ಗಂಟ ಅವನು ನಾನು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರೋ ಗಂಟ ಪುನಃ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ನಿನ್ನ ಕಾಲು ಕಟ್ಕತ್ನಿ, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡಿ ಕಕ್ಕೋ, ನಿನ್ನ ಕಾಲು ಕಟ್ಕತ್ನಿ, ತಪ್ಪಾಯ್ತು.
Well, in fact, there we have it, the victim herself going on to narrate what exactly had happened. Quite shocking turn of events, even as the people are demanding that the government put stricter laws in place, at least the existing laws be reinforcement in a better manner so that the cases of atrocities against women come down. But here is one elected representative. Here is a president of the Gram Panchayat in Suttur village who was molested by one Siddharaju. Siddharaju came to the victim under the pretext of wanting to talk to her, and when she was on her way to the restroom, he stopped her and tried to molest her. She has now registered a complaint in this regard, and from what we understand, absolutely no action has been taken against the accused, who's also believed to be in a considerably powerful position. So when our government representatives themselves are not safe, how much more can the people expect for themselves? And while controversial godman Nityananda will have to appear today before the Ramnagara Sessions Court. This comes after the Supreme Court passed an order dismissing the potency test, but insisted that Nityananda and 5 others accused be present for the hearing. Let's not forget that Nityananda has been caught in a potency row after he was accused of sexually harassing a few women soon after the sex tape had come to light. Nityananda had gone on to claim that he is impotent and hence he is incapable of molesting or raping anyone, after which the court had ordered for the potency test of Nityananda. The High Court had upheld the order. The High Court, though, had dismissed the non-bailable warrant against him, following which Nityananda approached the Supreme Court. Initially, the potency test was delayed as the state government had failed to file an affidavit, but now Nityananda will be appearing before the court in connection to the potency test hearing. He, along with his associates, will be present. And well, with 3 assembly constituencies going into polls, Congress and the BJP have stepped up their campaigns in these districts. But JDS, that looked all calm till now, has big plans. Today they will be organizing a convention at the palace grounds on a grand scale. But there is doubt over several senior leaders attending this convention. It is learned that a rift has been created within the party after the father-son duo went ahead with several decisions in the recent past without keeping senior leaders in the loop. Well, JDS seems to be in trouble there, even as the party is trying to re-energize its forces and go ahead for the by-polls with new zest. But on the other hand, several within the party, especially many senior leaders, are believed to be miffed with the father-son duo of H.D. Devegowda and H.D. Kumaraswamy for not keeping them in the loop while taking crucial decisions. Just yesterday, H.D. Devegowda had gone on to dismiss Kumaraswamy's confession that yes, indeed, he had given MLC tickets in exchange of money. H.D. Devegowda, however, has dismissed all these reports, and even as the contradictory statements came forth, now it is being said that senior leaders within the party are not one bit impressed with all the developments, as they feel that they are not even being considered or taken into account when crucial decisions are being taken, and that could probably have an impact on today's grand scale celebrations at the palace grounds ahead of the by-polls. So will we see the JDS being embarrassed once again after their not so impressive performance in the Lok Sabha elections as well as the assembly elections last year? And well, just yesterday, the herd of Dasara elephants was weighed by the officials concerned in Mysore. Today, the Howrah elephant Arjuna, Balarama, Gajendra, Mary and Varalakshmi walked elegantly on the streets of Mysore and headed for their training. The elephants were taken on a walk from the Mysore Palace to the RMC junction and back. Well, the practice sessions have already begun for the Dasara procession. Yesterday, the first batch of 6 elephants came in. One among which was Arjuna, the Howrah elephant, of course. The Howrah elephant was weighed and all the other 5 elephants were also weighed. Arjuna was the heaviest at about 5,440 kgs. And of course, the female elephants were a lot lesser than the male quartet. The female elephants will be on both sides of Arjuna. Some interesting facts there. It is learnt that the Dasara procession, the jumbos are organized in such a manner so that they do not go out of control. There are 2 female elephants placed on either sides of the Howrah elephant because there will be a lot of chaos, and elephants are extremely peaceful animals, but when they are irritated, they can go on a rampage. But elephants are also believed to be extremely chivalrous animals, and that is the reason why 2 female elephants are placed right next to the Howrah elephant to ensure that the Howrah elephant is at his best behavior. Despite the fact that this time the celebrations will be fairly low-key after the demise of Krishnaraj Wadeyar, Shrikantadatta Wadeyar. In fact, that is the reason why the celebrations will not be as grand as it was last year. There will be no Darbar Hall program, but the procession will be in place, and practice sessions have already begun. The elephants are being trained, and at the same time, the elephants are being given their required diet and exercise to ensure that they gain strength for the arduous journey of 10 kilometers. And well, there was high drama in front of the Hubli Police Commissioner's office at around midnight. Residents of the city's Navanagar area gathered to protest and complain against the high-handedness of Sub-Inspector Prakash Rathod, who is attached to the Navanagar police station. Rathod, who was on patrolling duty last night, reportedly verbally abused and physically assaulted a youth, Bapu Gowda Patil, who had stepped out of his house.
ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಕಾರ ಒಂದು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೊಂಟಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದು ಹುಚ್ಚು ಹಾಕೋತಿದ್ದೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಲಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಮನಿ. ಲಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ನಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆ ನನ್ನ ಗಾಡಿ ಚಾವಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದೇನದ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಗಾಡಿ ಚಾವಿ ರೀ ಅಂತ ನಾ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಕೇಳತ್ಲಿ ಅವಾಗ ಇವ್ರೇನಂದ್ರೆ ನಡಿ ಏರಿತ್ ಮನಿ ತೋರ್ಸ್ ನಡಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ತೋರ್ಸಾಕ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗತ್ಲೆ ನಾನು ಜಾಡ್ಯಾಡ್ಸಿ ಹೋದ್ದು ನನಗೆ ಈ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾನ ರಾಥೋಡ್.
Well, that was the victim going on to accuse the police of unnecessarily thrashing him and physically abusing him and even verbally abusing him. He went on and alerted his neighbors, after which a group of citizens came forth to question the sub-inspector regarding his high-handedness and his atrocious behavior, and are now demanding action against the sub-inspector Prakash Rathod. Let's listen to what the victim's mother had to say in this regard.
ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯವ್ರನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಗ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬರಕತ್ತಿದ್ನ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಬಂದು ಅವನ್ನ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಬಂದವನ್ನ ನೀ ಇರ್ಲ್ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂದಿ ನೀನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಂದದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ ಏನು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಕಾಲು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಬೂಟಿಲೆ ಒದ್ದು ನನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀ ದೇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡ ಅವ್ನು ಒದ್ದು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಕ್ಕೇನ ಅವನ ಅಂತಂತ.
And well, the 4 months of living, walking, breathing and eating by a road that has constant sewage water. Just imagine the living conditions for these residents. Well, the residents of this area on Goodshed Road have been made victims to this ordeal.
Even as the deadly dengue virus is threatening to spread its wings again in the city, the BBMP seems to be ignoring the lurking danger. Several areas have become garbage fields and a haven for mosquitoes. The problem in this locality, however, is even more severe. This is Chalwadi Palya on Goodshed Road. A sanitary line which was disconnected and deviated to a water drain has been left that way for over 4 months now. All the sewage from homes and shops now flow freely into this water drain, and at a point it emerges onto the road. It's not just the sight and the stench that is unbearable, but the place is also threatening to become a major health hazard. The drainage water flowing on the road is getting collected in small puddles, making it a haven for mosquitoes to breed.
Past 4.5 months we are planning like this only. The health issue, they have no feeling, not feeling well. Past 4 months we are telling to everyone, the corporations, everyone will come and we can't do anything. Just come and see and let him go. What can we do? You can say we have a small child, 1 year old son we have, but he's not feeling well past 4 months. That is the main problem. Exactly how could we tolerate here? You can ask, you can tell me now. The water we can have, the Kaveri water, that also like it come like that only. A second floor, one baby is there for 1 year old. He have a dengue fever.
Yes, this is the plight of residents. Even while people here have been suffering and falling sick, no authorities seem to be paying any heed to their plight.
This interest taken by the elected members, maybe MLA or corporator, both people have been elected with some confidence, but they have not kept and they have not shown any interest for the people. Now this water has to go to some other route, so through the concerned channel, but they have left it on the road. It will be cause for so many diseases. Action is very necessary. Concerned engineers and corporators, at the same time, corporation commissioner also take action in this regard, and people have to get justification.
While we were speaking to the residents, the councillor's husband magically appeared and promised swift action.
ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಕೋಲಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಎತ್ತಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಇದೊಂದು ವಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು AWಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೆನ್ನೆನೂ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್. ನಮಗೆ ದಿನ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಬರೋದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೊಂದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕೆಲಸ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಆದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ.
He sure seems confident. The residents, however, feel these promises just remain in words like in the past. With houses, medical shops, eateries and much more surrounding this filthy water and garbage, diseases and danger look pretty imminent. Will the BBMP and the concerned authorities wake up, or will they once again wait for a tragedy to happen before taking any steps? Deepak Bopanna for News 9, Bengaluru.